have our sports editor right here at TV47, that is Tony Kwalanda. Atuambie ni nini, what should we expect pale Naivasha? Tony, good morning.
Good morning, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too. How are you feeling?
Nikitoka hapa na feel poa sana. Najua at least sasa nimejua naweza enda na mtu Naivasha.
Unasikia mrao?
Sasa nasikia fiti.
You know we play too much, but this is now work. Tuache mchezo kando. Now Tony, ino mchezo. I want you to start us off with this partnership between TV47 and KCB. You know, what should fans expect from this particular collaboration and partnership?
Just like I think the motto or the tagline for KCB goes for people for better. This rally has really been engineered towards fan experience, where fans will actually be given the front row seat to be able to see these world rally drivers, champions, moving around and of course going through the sections, about 21 sections, very grueling sections, both here in Nairobi and in Naivasha, but of course the bulk of the sections are in Naivasha. So this we are talking about, this is like the World Cup. Like you see, you've seen the World Cup of football. This is the World Cup of motorsport. This is where you have the creme de la creme of drivers who are here. The defending champion of this championship, Thierry Neuville from Belgium, is here. The defending champion of this Safari Rally, Kalle Rovanperä from Finland, is here. Elfyn Evans from Great Britain, who is the leader of this particular series in 2025, is in Kenya. Not forgetting our very own, the Africa Rally champion, defending champion, Karan Patel, who is sponsored by KCB, is the one leading the crew in our Kenyan contingent. Carl Tundo, I'm sure you've heard about Carl Tundo, is part of this particular team. Others are Evans Kavisi, Nikhil Sachania, Tinashe Gatimu, Pauline Shegu. And remember, KCB has sponsored some of our 4 drivers, 5 actually, who would be participating in this particular competition, and to the tune of about 23 million Kenya shillings. Now, the entire 2025 event, KCB has pumped in over 209 million Kenya shillings. Wow. Cumulatively, KCB has been with this particular competition, motorsport, both globally and nationally and regionally, for over 500 million Kenya shillings, you can say. So KCB is very at the forefront of motorsport development and nurturing talent and ensuring that motorsport continues and grows and gives Kenyans of different backgrounds a chance to participate in motorsport directly or indirectly. Yes.
TK, we saw something about a free experience, you know, free entry for KCB members. Talk to us about that.
Exactly. As long as you have an account with KCB, anywhere, where any agent, uko na account, uko sijui na nini, as long as you're related to KCB, you will have that exclusive VIP experience in Naivasha. In fact, today, sisi tunaelekea kule Naivasha, the red carpet has been laid at Sleeping Warrior, one of the sections where the drivers will be, spiraling and circumnavigating and all that place. So experience, one, you'll have the best hospitality fan experience. The front row seat to watch these drivers. Yani umekaa hapa na watu wanateleza tu kwa ma sections huko pole pole.
Oh, wow.
The first time experience. Utapatiwa ile VIP. Unajua umekaa pale, unasaviwa, unaletewa vitu, the best fast. Yani, sijui hata niseme, inaitwa KCB.
For free.
10. Hakuna kitu unafanya.
Hadi kulala.
Wewe jipeleke.
Oh, wow.
Naivasha hakuna kulala. If you lala, you miss the action. Because the races, the sections are closed by 3 a.m. So by 5-6 cars are already on the route. So you don't even need to sleep. So unajiekelea tu kidogo, unangoja magari ipige shughuli.
But Tony, you see, this is something that is happening every single year. Any changes that you see that makes this year's edition very, very special as compared to other years?
I've looked at, during the flag off yesterday, when His Excellency the President was flagging off the first cars at City Hall Way here in the capital, Nairobi, it has been moved from, initially in the previous years, we used to have drivers at KICC. That was a bit constrictive. Now the organizers brought it to the people.
Wow.
Hapo City Hall Way. Hapo unapatanga watu wanaenda Uhuru Park, hapo wanapiga mashughuli, waliweka pale. Madereva walipiga U-turn hapo karibu na Supreme.
Oh, wow.
And the fans, that one just draws fans and say, hey, but then kama hivi ndo watu wanapiga shughuli Nairobi, huko Vasha kutakuwa na magari. So that fun experience and giving the locals, the Kenyans, to feel like they own the event is very important, and it brings a lot of benefits, especially to our tourism.
What would you tell someone who is watching right now, Ajawai and WRC? What makes this a must-attend event, TK?
I was able to see drivers signing autographs and an experience whereby they interacted with the fans. So I'm telling anyone who has no plans this weekend, in fact, all my people who travel to Western Kenya in Kakamega, please postpone all your plans to travel to Kakamega because all hizo barabara zote zinaenda tu Naivasha. But this event basically really gives Kenya and puts Kenya on the world map. Remember, this is the only round in Africa. We are the only African country hosting one leg or one round of the World Rally Championship out of the 14. Kenya tuna host, South Africa our host, Uganda our host. That's why all our East African neighbors are here to experience this. The South Africans are here. So Kenyans, this is your sport. This is your time to show and bring out the goodness that Kenya can, the hospitality that Kenya gives to these particular drivers and our visitors. So in whatever capacity, kuna wala watakuwa wanapiga shughuli ya biashara. Mahasla bazaar ziko kule, vendors wako kule, so everyone will win. Hata kama utakuwa unaendesha gari, hata kama utakuwa marshal, there is something that you will take home just besides watching and enjoying the thrills and spills of this.
And you're talking about Kenya being one of these nations hosting this Safari Rally, 14 rounds. What happens after 14 rounds? After
14 rounds, of course, this, of course, has international drivers. There are about 20 international drivers who are here from different countries, from Belgium, Estonia, call them Finland, who are participating in this particular event. So each round, drivers accumulate points. So if you win the first round, you'll get 25 points. If you're number 2, you'll get around 18 or 17 points. So in those categories until whoever finishes number 10 or thereabout. So at the end of it,
Mwaka huu, shindano la balozi wa Radio 47 limekuja kivingine. Tunateka anga za kila kaunti mwezi mzima kuwatafuta na kuwatuza mabalozi 4 wa bonge la radio. Ni balozi wa Radio 47 Boda Edition. Bere yupi wa Nduthi ni mkali wao katika kusikiliza na kushabikia bonge la redio Radio 47. Shilingi 10,000 na zawadi nyingine nyingi zinamhusu. Follow Radio 47 Verified Facebook page na usikilize vipindi vyetu, ujue jinsi ya kushiriki na kuwashangilia mabalozi wetu. Kila Ijumaa ndani ya Breakfast 47 ni balozi wa boda wa Radio 47.
Subscribe to the Smarter Bundle today. Dial *544# or visit My Airtel app. Airtel Smarter Bundle. Browse, chat, call. Airtel Money. Airtel. A reason to imagine.
Welcome back. You're watching Feel Good Friday right here on Morning Cafe. Naivasha, all roads are leading to Naivasha. You know we saw a newspaper, Vishandika, vroom, vroom, vroom. We have TK, Tony Kwalanda, our sports editor right here at TV47, just to break it all down for us, what we should expect ahead of the WRC Safari Rally in Naivasha. Now, Tony, are we prepared for this particular sports?
It is, as in organizers are top-notch. I mean, led by the Safari Rally Kenya CEO, Charles Gasheru, very experienced in matters to do with organization of such events. And he actually also organized the 2024 event, a successful event. All the drivers normally look forward to coming in 2026. In fact, the drivers who we have interviewed already, the likes of Noville, Calero-Pera, Evans, Gregor Munster, Solberg, they always say they cannot wait for the next year's event.
Yeah.
So Kenya actually gives the best hospitality to these drivers. It's just not only for them coming in Kenya and leaving. I'm looking at someone like Takamoto Katsuta, one of the top drivers from Japan who drives for the Toyota. His birthday was held in Kenya. He was given the best birthday experience.
Oh, wow.
He actually adopted an elephant at the Sheldrick, I think that orphanage there in Ongatarongai. And he was given that up-close, candid moment with those particular animals. Akaimbiwa zile maisukutiza da, oh, bulo, yani alisikia vizuri akadance. That experience always keeps these drivers, their families, their crews, their friends to come back to Kenya. You can imagine just that one experience for Takamoto in Japan. That's an entire billboard of Kenya going back to Japan to speak about the experience they had about Kenya. So we're always ready. So after 2025, hii inaisha Sunday hivi tu, Orezo hivi anapatiana tu hivi hiyo trophy kwa number 1. Tumeanza shughuli za prepare for 2026.
So will the 2026 edition also be hosted in Naivasha?
It will be hosted in Naivasha, kama kawaida. Nax Vegas, what happens in Nax Vegas stays in Nax Vegas is the best experience you can ever have. In fact, nimeona hapa Simple Boy. Na nimejua amebeba hapa gari yake la nikusa atakuwa na teremko kwake. So tamuuliza mambo kama anaenda
Naivasha. Lakini all roads are leading to Naivasha.
Naivasha is the best place.
Yeah.
Everything, the organization back there, the hotels are already ready there for any kind of capacity. Tents, kama hakuna mali pa kulala, kama mimi sina, niko na bonfire, niko na sleeping bag, na tuko na marafiki.
Hauna aje pa kulala tike.
Ai, sasa kama wewe unakuja uko nalala nini?
No sleeping in Naivasha. Tony, which local rally driver should we be looking out for these? I know there are many. You've talked about Pauline Shegu. The navigator, Ayuko Lynette, is also, I think, eyeing that the driver's seat.
Yes.
But who exactly should we be looking out for?
For local drivers, all of them. I always look out for all of them because they actually really put Kenya on the world map. Pauline Shegu will be also writing history this time round because she's participating in the Africa Rally Championship and she is the first lady to participate in that particular ARC. Remember, the WRC has different categories. So Africa Rally Championship is part of the categories. Pauline Shegu is rewriting history and being the first female driver to participate in that particular event on this WRC. Tinashe Gatimu, the youngest female driver in the same cockpit with the mother. Yani wewe na mama yako.
Oh, wow.
Tumetoka jikoni, mambo ya jikoni sijui wasichana. Now they're in the cockpit of a rally car.
Oh, wow.
Racing and rubbing shoulders with the high and mighty. That is something that, of course, us as sports journalists, we actually can take home and say, indeed, there's something big we can pick from this particular race. We are looking also at Carl Tundo, a 5-time multiple Safari Rally champion.
Yeah.
I've seen, of course, on the first section, he's actually, I think, in the number 5 or number 4 after yesterday's first section at Kasarani. However, I know by the time anafika Naivasha, atavumurusha hiyo kitu. That is his home ground. Naivasha is Carl Tundo's backyard.
Oh, wow.
Drivers like Hamza Anwar, former junior world rally champion, has participated in some of these top races in Europe, in Africa, across the world. Hamza Anwar. I'm just unfortunate that this year he was not able to secure a sponsor or a sponsorship for him. But he's someone who's decorated, has won worldwide, he's a junior champion in Africa. He's also a champion in Kenya and globally, and someone who doesn't have. But we are looking forward to him. Jeremiah Wahome, some of our top drivers, leading so far. We have the likes of Evans Kavisi, Nikhil Sachania. Nikhil Sachania is able differently. He's a driver who's not like, as in he's able different. Let me use that. And he's participating in this particular race. That shows you that it's giving motivation to those who are not normal, I mean, they are disabled, to also take part in motorsport. So there's a host of many drivers. Jasmeet Chana, Saman Vohra, Akif Hirani, Jasmeet Chana.
Oh, wow.
As in, it's an entire bandwagon of our local drivers who we are looking forward actually to fly a flag high.
All stars.
Wako pale, watu wanoma.
Yeah, but TK, you've talked about somebody who's not getting a sponsorship this year. Now, what happens to that particular rally driver when they do not have a sponsorship during such a race?
Fortunately, you'll find their families are well connected, so they have friends who can actually chip in. The government has been very instrumental. Besides just enabling this event to happen holistically, the government also just chips in or comes in to give them a conducive environment. Besides them not having sponsorship, but the government plays a very key role to give them a very enabling environment for them to participate without so much hindrances. It takes about not less than $80,000 US. That's about 15 million Kenya shillings. That's bare minimum to really run one event of a motorsport event. So it's a very expensive sport, but sponsors like KCB have come to ensure like some of our 5 drivers participate well.
5 is a good number.
5 is a huge number. 23 million Kenya shillings, EOC joke, and it's not been the first time.
Yeah, they're always doing this.
Wamekuwa kifanya moto KCB and Rally and Safari Rally can be used in the same sentence.
Amazing. And kumbuka, if you're a member of KCB group, free entry, free food, kulala.
Sleeping, kulala, we utajipanga. We don't want to hinder your sleeping habits.
Hakuna kulala vasha, like you said.
Exactly. So Sleeping Warrior, KCB wako pale. On Sunday, Hell's Gate wako pale. Huge tent, good experience. Yani unajibamba tu usikia utamu.
Amazing. Now, in terms of broadcasting, TK, what are we implementing this year as TV47, as a sports team, to ensure that we are covering this extensively? We
are going to give you and yourself the best front row seat to every action, both on the sections, both the fan experience, and also the business-wise, and everything around Naivasha. TV47, Radio 47, TV47 Digital are the official media partners of the KCB Safari Rally.
Absolutely.
So you can imagine, we shall give you everything. Myself with Fred Arocho, Papa mwenyewe,
Sura mbaya
rosa, akwambia. The entire crew will be in Naivasha to give you all that experience. And that definitely will, if you cannot be able to make it to Naivasha, don't worry, you will be in Naivasha in your living room. So, TK, your parting shot. I know you've talked to us about a lot of things, you know, KCB world-class experience and experience of its own. Tuko na pale KCB den inawapa pale fans experience of its own kind, unakaa pale mbele front row. But what are you expecting as TK? What are your expectations for this particular WRC in terms of this partnership that TV47, your sports desk, has with the KCB group? I'm glad that this particular opportunity also puts us in the same level with this World Rally Championship. If you hear that you're the official media partner of a company that sponsors a world event, we are on the world. Odaida, you are on the world map. I don't know how to put it that way. Like whatever we are being watched. Remember, 6 billion eyeballs are normally on this event. Online, terrestrial, everywhere, this event will be broadcast, which means TV47, Cape Media, Radio 47 definitely are on the world map. So we are indeed up there, not only with the big boys, but with the decision makers in the boardroom.
TK, so much fun this weekend.
I tell you. When nimevaa kama watu naenda Naivasha.
And you know, you've told them the name that you call me outside studio. All right, just a brief before we close. Thank you so much, TK, of course, for making time to tell us everything that we should expect pale Naivasha. And maybe tukitoka hapa, you'll carry me along. Hata kama niko handbag, I will fit.
Any place, anywhere, anytime.
Now, absolutely. Now, this year, KCB are proud to support 4 local rally drivers who are representing Kenya on the WRC stage. Now, catch real-time updates of the WRC 2025 Kenya edition across all our digital platforms in partnership, of course, with the KCB group. And for all KCB customers, once again, you will experience the WRC free of charge, but terms and conditions will apply. All roads to Naivasha. Right about now, TK, you want to say something?
The terms are ni raha tupu. Terms and conditions ni raha tupu. Unajua ukisema terms and conditions unasikia watu raha.
Raha tupu. Akuje na nini na wewe ukuje na nini?
Wewe kuja.
Wewe kuja venye huko. Wewe kuja venye huko. All right, thank you so much, TK. It's a Feel Good Friday. Let me hand over the ball to DJ Granite.